Hi everyone, welcome back to the Claremont Classic Garage. It's early spring and I'm at my favorite place, the junkyard. And you gotta see the first thing I found in here. A 63 Ford Fairlane. Wow. Looks like somebody had done it up a little bit in the day. It's got kind of a pearl white paint job on it. And some gauges and stuff. Look. There's the radio from it. One of the posts is busted off. You know me and old radios. It's taking everything I've got to not take that radio home. But let's see what's under the hood. Yeah, somebody had been monkeying around with this thing. It's got a Mustang roller motor in it. Looks like it. I think these are E7 heads. Seem like it. They can't be anything too special because they're still on it. I wonder what it's got for a transmission. No idea. A Ford transmission. Oh, but look, it must have had a 9-inch in it because it's gone. Mustang 9-inch goes right in these things. It had headers. There's the dual exhaust left behind. Oh my God, look at the Bondo. You gotta love these old school builds, man. At one point it had an antenna there that they filled. Lexan back window. It's got all the old touches, eh? Anything good in the trunk? Couple of trailer wheels. Some tranny cross members. Wow. Oh look, it had the battery in the trunk. Still plenty of good stuff on it. Front bumper is straight, the back bumper is straight. This is old school, man. This is the way we used to build cars when I was a kid. Bicycle wheel. There's the, guess it had electronic ignition. All full of parts. Look at this, a Z24 convertible. Wow. Don't see these every day. It was a 5-speed too. 2.85 speed. With the Dale Earnhardt paint job. Can't beat that. These things were everywhere back in the 90s, like everywhere. I'm not sure what this is, like a Super Track Pack Durango or something. Oh boy, that's quite a thing. Wow. All my mini stock buddies, this place is loaded with Cavaliers and Sunfires. Send me a message or something and I'll tell you where it is. And here's what I came to see. A silver Dodge Caliber. I got to see if it's got any decent doors or fenders on it. That fender is junk. That door is junk. That door is junk. Yeah, it's a tiny bit better than mine, but not worth what it would take to get it out of here and drag it home. Now that door is junk. That door is junk. And that fender is junk. So a total strikeout. Oh, somebody left their collection of MP3s in this car. Let's see what we got here. I'm a little behind the times. I haven't really heard of a lot of this. Xavier Rudd. Don't ask me. Charisma. Propeller heads. Lauryn Hill. Okay, I heard of that. Dan E.O. The Cat Empire. Rage Against the Machine. Okay, I heard of that. Don't ask me. Got here a Magnum RT with the Hemi and 2-wheel drive transmission still sitting in it. These things are starting to be around in the pick and pulls now. I don't know what they charge here for an engine and transmission, but this would be a great start to somebody's project. Well, here's something I wasn't expecting to find in here. I have one of these decals on the back of both of my race cars. Melissa was a great kid. She's the granddaughter of the Aurora Flash, Fast Freddie Bullen. of Aurora, who I used to watch when I was a kid. And then Fred's son, Phil, took up racing, and then his 2 kids, Melissa and Josh. And I think there's one more, Brandon Bowling. All 3 of them were racing. Anyway, tragically, we lost Melissa a couple of years ago. She used to pit right across from us at Peterborough Speedway, and it was a real shock when we found out she was gone. And it, there we go. Today in the records, this old car made me think of her, so at least I could smile. Sad, but her memory makes me smile. Here's an interesting caliber. Not too many Dodge Caliber aficionados out there, but if you happen to be one of them, this one here was a special package, 07, maybe 08, with the 18-inch RT wheels, this cladding down at the bottom, and I don't believe this is actually an RT. I think it's an... oh no, it is an RT. It is an RT. My mistake. That would explain the flares and the 18-inch wheels. Our caliber only has the 1.8 engine. It is basically an RT, but without the RT engine. The RT had a 2.4. And ours is called SXT Sport Plus. So this is an all-wheel drive RT. And you can tell, look at the back suspension was just euchred in this thing. When it starts to collapse, the wheels start getting all cambered in. You can see here where the tire was touching the tower. Look at the rot. Like, it's totally, just totally destroyed. Nothing left of it. Unbelievable. Leather chair. I don't know. My 1.8 front wheel drive one, I think, is probably about as good as it gets. Well, here's my little project now. I'm trying to get the pedals out of this old Ford truck. It's I don't know, a 90 something. Had a 306 cylinder and a 5-speed. So I'd really like to grab the pedals out of this. I'd like to have, when I start screwing around trying to put 5 speeds in my Galaxies, as many different pedals as I can to fiddle around with. And these are good because it's a pickup truck. They're good, long pedals. You got lots to work with here. I've just about got them out. All right, I've got the pedals out. Now I got to crawl underneath this thing and see if I can get the slave cylinder or whatever the heck it has in it. This might even have a hydraulic throw-up bearing. I'm not 100% sure. I'll find out when I get under there. I just got to find something to lay on because it's a little bit yucky in here. So as you can see there, this thing has a hydraulic throw-out bearing. You can see it inside the bell housing there. So I just have to figure out how the hell to unhook it. It swivels like it's not tight. There's got to be some kind of a little clip or something somewhere that releases it. Whoops, sorry, I'm blocking everything. You can see it up in there. So I got to feel around up in there and see if I can find some kind of a little clip. I'm just not a Ford mechanic, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm even looking for up in there. And I don't feel like dropping the whole transmission out of this thing. So there we go. We got our pedal assembly. And I grabbed these 2 pieces of signboard here. They won't charge me anything for that. And that's what I use for making the air boxes and radiator ducting on the race cars. Always looking for that stuff. In the end, I just cut that silly plastic line. It's just pressed over a barb anyway, and I'm going to be fiddling and fooling around with this thing, so I may not even end up using any of it. I just really wanted to get the master cylinder that goes on the firewall for geometry purposes and hook up and mounting and all that crap. Anyway, I'm going to head back home now and unload. I did okay though.
New text message from Debbie.
I ended up with a Durham Region Blue box for free and those 2 big pieces of plastic. The guy didn't charge me for that. And I think I ended up about $27 or something for the pedals. So that was okay. And I guess that'll do it for our first trip to the Wreckers in 2022. The first of many. The first of many. I love going to the Wreckers. Anyway, I'm going to head back home now and get cleaned up and have a hot cup of coffee. And we'll see you back in the shop. I want to thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all you people that watch all my videos. And I hope you'll tune in again to the Claremont Classic Garage. Until then, this is Kevin checking out. So long for now.